Looks like they were basically more of a containment system outside. Their security might be less tight once we get deeper. More mole ratty. Yep. Some mole rat ass, isn't it? Apparently dead ass. No, it's moving, and I shot it a couple of times, I'm sure of it. Apparently that's not good enough for some reason. No, it's actually dead. It's not exactly a huge amount of mole rats so far.
I'm sure this whole thing is overblown and Austin will be running around. Overblown. I just don't know what I can do. Just a boy. He's going to be just fine. You'll see.
Got left at least one mole rat downstairs. Come on, no? Well, our mission wasn't to come here and kill all the mole rats. So this vault is designed to observe the other vault. Crop rotation implemented by the hydroponics manager has proven successful for supplying the vault with adequate food. We have not had to intervene, which has eliminated the risk that the vault inhabitants would discover the secret part of the vault. So far they do not appear to suspect the true nature of their vault. The greenhouse would be a perfect place to introduce Class C4 and D1 viruses into the population, as well as potential cure should a disease get too virulent. I'm recommending installing hidden sprayers in the ceiling. Ah, yes. This is a type of shit I was more expecting. seemingly harmless vault with everything okay, more or less, starts to be turned into a real shit house.
Well, this is gonna be a joy for you. You get to nag me and I can't go anywhere.
Oh, real nice, Holt. Make this about you. Don't you think about anyone other than yourself? Your daughter could get sick like Austin, and you're whining about spending time with your family?
I have things to do. We don't have to hide away in here.
You're so busy, Holt. You have so much to do. Please, explain to Erin why your needs are more important than her safety.
Just never mind.
Idiot.
Okay, depot occupied. Vault inhabitants have unexpectedly repurposed this room to be a kind of a store for selling and repairing their possessions. It has allowed this observation port to record interactions between many of the Vault's citizens. This shop will become an important disease vector for spreading airborne Class B2 viruses. It will also be valuable for observing the effects of disease on social and economic relationships. This room will become a backup treatment location along with the commissary. The primary will still be the clinic under the assumption that severely ill patients will be taken there. Fantastic. Why aren't the rats attacking? A little bit worried about that. They're holding back. Jangles the moon monkey. Right.
You and your staff are to make sure every resident remains under stringent medical observation.
Understood. But Overseer.
No buts. This is for the good of the Vault. We can't risk this pathogen spreading, Dr. Forsyth.
Yes, Overseer.
How is Austin doing?
Not good. The infection has progressed quite rapidly. We need a way to stop it from spreading.
Then let's hope that outsider pulls through and gets us secure.
Okay, Overseer's office. Although the chief scientists argued against an observation port in the Overseer's office, it has turned out to be a boon. We are able to observe the political shifts in governance since the vault door was locked. When we do introduce viruses to the population, we will be able to monitor the leadership's reactions and courses of action. It's beautiful. One, two, three, four, five. Yes, nothing particularly interesting about these guys. They're mole rats, fairly harmless. Just a billion of them. Pulse mines. Okay, this is probably a very interesting room. Well, I've been spotted. No point slowing down here. How much carry weight do we have? Enough that we can start picking up at least something. What happened here? I mean, to the people who were in charge of the monitoring. Did the mole rats get out and kill them? That would be my guess at this point.
Nice.
Money and ammunition. The usual. Okay, we're back to hidden again. But barely. We're looking for an overseer code of some sort. It will allow us to gain access to the terminal upstairs. Getting closer to our objective. Somewhere there. Or maybe not. Yeah, this seems to go on for quite some time. Bone cutter. Hmm.
I'm in.
Remote door control. Closed. It will open, I guess. Is that the only reason this existed? Yeah, that's definitely where we want to go. Voltec lab codes. Someone is still alive here. Or maybe was at some point. But they've been buried here. One after another. The robot.
Broken. Jammed.
Oh, another stranger. Are you Voltec security? I've waited so very patiently for you to arrive.
Who the heck are you?
I am a Contagions Vulnerability Robotic Infirmary Engineer, or CVR-IE. The human scientists call me Curie. Or more properly, they called me this when they were alive. I repeat, are you Voltec security?
These mole rats carry a disease. Do you know anything about it?
My poor little darlings. They were used to grow all manner of new and interesting pathogens. Then Volt citizens would be exposed to these viruses in the hopes that they would develop new antibodies. But they never got a chance to execute their plan. Clyde got out of his cage. He was smarter than the others. My sweet Clyde. He let out the others, and those poor scientists never stood a chance. Clyde's been dead for almost 2 centuries now, but his descendants have free run of the vault. I'm rambling. Where are my manners? Are you Voltec security?
Just open the door for me?
There is a proper procedure to do this thing. I am pleased to report I completed my primary duties 83 years ago. Thousands of pathogens were grown in the mole rat hosts. Then a single broad-spectrum cure was developed to treat them all. Very satisfying work for many decades. Now, please tell me you are authorized to release me from the lab.
Why can't you just leave?
I require verbal or written authorization. Actually, any Voltec employee, even you, could authorize me. You must be Voltec, or you couldn't possibly be here.
I'm willing to lie to her, but we'll see if we can get through this the other way. Maybe wear a coat or something?
These mole rats were lab rats?
Why, yes. I've grown quite fond of them over the years, but they outlived their usefulness 83 years ago.
I am so authorized. You are released.
Superb. I had almost given up all hope of living here. I'll open the door for you. Since you are a Voltec representative, I entrust you with the broad-spectrum cure I developed. If you have an equivalent to my digital Hippocratic oath, please use it quickly to prevent any undue suffering. However, be advised, there is only 1 dose left, and I can no longer make any more.
Hit points 50% heal. Value 400.
If that is all, I am most eager to leave.
You only have one dose?
That is correct. There used to be more, but they all expired. Sadly, the organic compounds necessary to make more have all deteriorated.
You're just giving me the cure?
My primary responsibility is to obey the orders of specified Vault personnel, even if those orders violate my ethical matrix. But since you have graciously discharged me of this duty, I can give you the cure without directly disobeying my previous order. And if you happen to use the cure to save a life, then this is just a happy coincidence, no? Hopefully now I can properly further my scientific research. Since my job here is done, I think I will follow you out.
Okay. Seems like no matter what we do, medicine bubblehead.
Hell yeah.
Steam packs permanently heal 10% more damage. It seems like we do have to get rid of the mole rats. We might as well, now that we're here. Mission statement. We're entrusting you with a mission that is critical to all humanity. Vault 81 will be used to wipe out disease as we know it in the human race. Your partition of the vault has been equipped with state-of-the-art medical research equipment, including the new Contagious Vulnerability Robotic Infirmary Engineer, aka Curie. There is a century's worth of biological and chemical supplies. There are the genetically adapted mole rats, and most important, a vault full of test subjects. As with all great progress, the need of the many outweigh the need of the few. You will be infecting the people of the vault with diseases in an attempt to have them develop antibodies. Some may not survive, but you must ensure that a breeding population is always maintained. It will take many generations, but with proper procedures, you should be able to develop a disease-resistant group of humans. Your work will be the work of generations. Each generation of scientists must select a chief scientist. Curie will make sure that each reads this mission statement to keep the vault focused over the centuries. We wish you the best of luck. We still don't have access to the Overseer terminal. Right. Mr. Handy should at least survive against the mole rats. So I'm not too concerned about it. I suppose we could... This terminal is now for the exclusive use of the Curie, for both research and personal purposes. Please respect her privacy and use other terminals for your own work. Thank you, Dr. Collins. Collins' archive. We're hamstrung with only 3 researchers. Decided to make a few modifications to this Mr. Handy robot. Should be really useful for speeding up some of our lab work. I've been pretty anxious since admittance day, as if the world ending wasn't enough. I'm very concerned about Olivette's motives. Dusting off some of my old robotics jobs has been just the distraction I've needed. I decided to write a suite of custom personality settings for the robot. She's a little bit of a Lisa. I really hope she got into her vault down in DC. And a little bit of my grand school fling from Versailles back in 46. I'm loading her databanks with every great body of work I have access to here. Kant, Einstein, Bohr, Darwin, Curie, Faraday, Turing, Brown. She'll have so much to learn. It's already made her feel so much more like a peer in the lab as opposed to an appliance. I'm calling her Curie. I know, I was never a subtle man. Kiri has been doing great. Flint's finally stopped treating me like a crazy person for insisting we address her as a human, and I swear Burrow is deferential to her in a way that reminds me of seeing him around Rebecca back during the drills. It's actually endearing to see. Most importantly, and perhaps more surprisingly, she is bringing a sense of normalcy to the lab, keeping us all a bit more grounded. Anything to keep our minds off the situation we're in is all too welcome. I've tuned her personality matrix a lot, but it's beginning to feel wrong to manipulate her. I'm going to leave her program alone for now and just see how she evolves as she keeps learning. Haven't touched this terminal in years, not since I gave it to Curie as her own. Seeing her reaction to having something of her own was transformational. It just seemed wrong to violate that, and so it's truly been for her eyes only ever since. This final entry is an exception, and I suppose it's being written out of habit. As a man used to a lifetime of recording his experiments, we lost Flint today, and Burrows has to spend more time helping me around the lab than actually performing research these days. So if only to report my findings. Curie has been a remarkable success. She transcended my expectations of robotic programming. Her personality feels as genuine as my own. Her interest in scientific research is insatiable, and seeing her struggle with concepts like morality has been completely moving. Truly, she is my greatest work. I only hope that one day she can see more of the world. If only I could be there to witness her reaction to the blue skies and butterflies she's only heard me sing about. Research. Date of the last data purge. Memory failure. Terminals not recommended for research backups. Please use hard copies. I suppose I'll respect her privacy then too.
We must consult the professors at the university. They could provide many answers.
They could. I could also shove some shotgun into these people. Ah, so that's our escape route. So everything in this section is a bonus then. Probably a way to try to get an alternative access into this area.
Someone is nearby. Perhaps enemy detected. Resuming combat operations. Visual contact broken. Okay,
What the fuck is that?
Resuming combat operations. Activities is not advised. Keep well, madame.
This happens to be green for some reason. Brood Mother. I think that was probably the main point. We couldn't just walk away from this. The situation had to be resolved permanently. Mini nuke. What is that? Fourth or fifth? Comfy pillows. other drugs, and vodka. Check password. This terminal is equipped with Vault-Tec proprietary technology allowing communication between interlinked terminals. Refer to user manual for use. Olivet K. Collins. Testing. Collins testing. Dr. Olivet, do you copy? I do, Kenneth. Everything good over there? Just another drill day, right, Overseer? It is. Thank God for that. Okay, where's everyone? Overseer, there are just 3 of us over here. What's going on? Olivet, are you getting this? Sorry, Kevin. It's been a madhouse on this side. Only 3. Myself, Jim Flint, and that kid, Barrow. Where is everyone else? Not over here. Residents are being admitted. They started showing up in droves once the news started broadcasting. That's the same way I heard. You'd think Vault-Tec would have had enough warning to call at least a beta drill for staff this morning. Something must have gone wrong. We've been pretty limited down here, but we've been focused on antibiotics and have our first Petri trials underway. I saw the data last night. It's promising, but do you think it's ready? The trials just started, and the virus we're going after has a few days of inoculation. I'm optimistic that later this week we'll see positive results. Okay, keep me posted. And don't begin phase 2 trials until I have an opportunity to go through the new data. Of course. Have a good afternoon, Overseer. Overseer, do you have a minute? The system isn't instantaneous, Barrow. I hope you haven't been waiting for a reply all morning. Sorry, Overseer. I wanted to notify you about an issue with our food extruder. Okay, I see it now. Looks like a clog in the protein tank. You weren't able to address it on your end? No, Overseer. Hardware failures on the residential side must be addressed over there. We can't get to the tanks or nozzles to repair them. Okay, Barrow. I'll have maintenance down there immediately. Go stand by and have Collins contact me if there are still issues in about 10 minutes, okay? Thank you, Overseer. I'll go there now. Good news, Dr. Olivet. We've tweaked our formula based on Phase 1 trial results, and I think we're ready to go with Phase 2. How's the mole rat population doing? Very well. The specimens Vault-Tec provided are remarkably hardy. Flint has been doing some radiation testing on them. Is that in the protocols? Well, not technically, but we noticed some weird stuff with the kibble provided for them. Burrow got pretty sick for a day or two, don't ask. Flint's been looking into it. These suckers are big to begin with, and we're thinking it's genetic. Tampered with? Something like that. I think Vault-Tec must have been running some experiments with them. They're all unusually large. A few demonstrate bioluminescence, and at least one appears more intelligent than normal. You think there's still a useful control? We've divided the colony, separated the most unusual specimens, and put the control colony on a new diet taken from our own food supply. It's not ideal, but I think we're okay. Very well. Give me the evening to go over your data again. I think you're clear to begin Phase 2, unless I find anything I don't expect. Overseer? Yes, Burrow, what is it? I've noticed an issue with our delivery mechanism. Do you know if anyone has tampered with the nozzles in the residential quarters on your side. I don't know. What are you doing with the delivery system anyway? Phase 2 trial just began. I know, Overseer, I just thought it would be a good idea to run tests on the delivery system before we reach Phase 3. If we reach Phase 3, human trials are not to be undertaken lightly. What kind of tests are you hoping to run anyway? Just a placebo vapor to make sure the nozzles are dispensing mist properly. The residents wouldn't even know we had done anything. I guess that's the idea, though. I'll look into the nozzle issue on my end, Barrow. In the meantime, please do not use the delivery system without my direct approval. Right. More options, maybe. Yeah. Doctor, please get in touch. I know what you've done. Honestly, I don't blame you. Performing Phase 3 trial on non-consenting humans is a breach of ethics, at least according to the world we used to live in. I can keep Barrow together for a while, but Flint's already suspicious. What are we supposed to do over here? We can only lie to them for so long without some actual response from you. Damn it, Olivet. You can't be such a hypocrite that you'd condemn us to die in the name of your personal sense of morality. I know your politics, but I never thought you'd actually leave men for dead. Please reconsider this. So that's probably exactly what they did. That's why it's so hard to gain direct access to the Overseer terminal. Because it would have revealed everything. How they basically murdered these guys. Or left them to die. Right, looks like we're done here. Oh, there was the elevator.
Calvin told me I want out so I can slack off. Maybe he's right. This work is just killing me. Miranda likes to tell me that I'm just taking 81 for granted, but I can't help but feel trapped here sometimes.
You're getting to be a regular around here.
Yep.
Is that your Pip-Boy? Better be.
Well, it is now. No one reacting to the robot. We need to talk to the Overseer. That's not our immediate concern.
Nice Pip-Boy. If it ever starts acting up on you, see Alexis. She'll fix it right up.
The cure. You found it.
How is Austin doing? Do you think he'll survive the cure?
He's been unconscious since shortly after you left.
Here. Take the cure and use it on the boy.
Only one dose? I hope this works. If it doesn't, there won't be anything to analyze to try again. Let's hope this works.
I heard you had returned.
It shouldn't be long.
What? Where am I?
You're
Thank
in
God.
the clinic. You were really sick, Austin. Our visitor from the Commonwealth saved your life.
Really? Gee, thanks, ma'am.
I was worried to death about you, Austin. What got into your fool head? Going into a place like that?
Nothing exciting ever happens here. I just wanted to see what was in there.
Well, if it hadn't been for our friend here, you might have died. Thank you. I know you made sacrifices to help him. I know Dr. Pinsky will be grateful. For my part, I'd like to give you this syringer. I had it for years and never really had a use for it.
She's not the only one. The whole vault is thankful.
Syringer rifle. Yes, yes, and more yes. Short syringer rifle. Injectable. Right. Right. We're not gonna find ammunition for this, but we can make them. It doesn't really do damage because the effect depends on the projectile you're using. I wonder if it's a stealthy weapon. We'll have to look at it a bit closer. I'm overburdened though.
I'd like to give you a room here in the vault. A place you can call your own. It's in the main hall, on the left as you get off the elevator. Once again, thank you.
Can I go
I
see
hope you
Grin?
enjoy your
I want something to
accommodations.
eat.
I wanted to say thank you
starving.
again for what you did for Austin. You've opened a lot of eyes around here, including my own. I had no idea of the dangers Vault Tech had hidden away so close to home. I can't believe so many died just behind our walls.
What do you know about Vault Tech?
I'm afraid not much. I've spent my entire life being thankful for the Vault, for the walls that protected us over 2 centuries. But not once have I had contact with them.
If Vault Tech had lived to go through with their plan, this place would be wiped out.
I don't doubt that one bit. I hate to think of what they had planned for us. But on the good side, you made a real impression on our anti-Commonwealth people. They're realizing outsiders really can be trusted, and do more good than just providing resources. You'll always be welcome here. And I hope you make a habit of visiting. Having a trusted outsider would help serve as a reminder that the Commonwealth isn't something to fear and avoid.
Is there a chemical lab here? I'm mostly hoping to get rid of some of the extra carry weight we have. Doesn't look like it. Want to carry my shit?
A moment, please. I have been trapped so many years. I believe it's customary to thank you for your role in saving me. My entire life has been in this vault. I have analyzed and learned everything there is to know here. So now I must see the rest of the Commonwealth, consult with scientists, unearth more data to challenge my hypothesis.
What are you looking to learn up there?
Down here is an enclosed system, and without the introduction of new mutagens, viruses or bacteria, it is quite dull, medically speaking. The world up there is infinitely more complex. Who knows what diseases can be found and studied?
After the bombs, the Commonwealth is a little lacking in the science department.
But surely there is still men of learning out there, and if nothing else, there is data. Please, madame, can you take me with you?
Well, Darkmeat could use a partner.
It's no picnic up there. Anything you can do to help us survive?
But of course, I have been equipped with medical equipment. If you become injured in our journeys, I can administer stim packs. I also have defensive capabilities, a laser. But surely there's little reason to use that.
Surely.
Come along, then.
Excellent. We must embark at once.
Hey.
Do you need something from me?
I think we should trade.
Trade is good.
Yes, yes it is. Especially when you get to carry my crap. We don't need a lot of extra weight, so I might as well just dump something really worthless here. Sea Captain's hat. +2 endurance. That should do it. Few clothing pieces. So, just need to talk to the mother of the boy. Maybe with the overseer again. Ah, not bad.
I'll need more seeds.
I'll be giving
Good
you
work
more
on the cat
seeds then.
retrieval. I thought for sure Ashes was a goner.
Ah, you'll do perfectly. I'm in need of a willing test subject to try this new strain of fruit I've created.
Why?
It's a new strain of mute fruit that I just developed. It should be nutritious and remove radiation poisoning. But I need a test subject to try it.
Why don't you just tell me about yourself?
Me? I'm the vault biologist and hydroponic gardener. Everything you see here, I grew, including this new fruit I just developed. But I need someone to test it. Sure I can't talk you into trying it?
Is it dangerous?
Well, everything has its risks, I suppose, but that's what the medical center is for.
What the hell? I'll try it.
Excellent. Just tell me how it tastes and how it makes you feel. Now where'd I put that Geiger counter?
Oh, well, it's not gonna kill me, is it?
Excuse me, Dr. Pensky.
Just the person I wanted to see. I wanted to thank you for what you did for Austin.
How's he doing?
He's recovering well, back to his normal self again. It's as if he doesn't even know what happened. It was a selfless act, something we don't see much of from the Commonwealth. You're a rare breed, the kind we could use more of both inside and out of Vault 81. Anyway, I'm sure you have plenty of things to get back to. I just had to say thank you for saving Austin. I may have my life's work, but that boy is what really keeps me going.
Yeah.
Pardon me, Dr. Pensky.
Did you try the fruit? Tell me, how was it?
So, is this your life's work?
Just a small part of it. My hope is to create a strain of foods that have increased resistance to radiation. What good is fresh produce if it's always contaminated by its environment? That particular strain of mute fruit should do well, but I wasn't certain how the hybridization would affect the flavor and the texture.
I don't know. So I guess I can make it up.
It needs improvement. It's a bit bland for hardly any results.
I can certainly work with that. I'll have to start working on some new hybrids right away. Since you've been so helpful, maybe you can help out in another capacity. You see, I need these plants to conduct my studies, and they take some special nourishment, especially the carrots. If you could keep an eye out for fertilizer while you're out in the Commonwealth, I'll be more than happy to compensate you for your efforts.
How much are you paying?
I'll give you 25 caps non-negotiable. I know how you outsiders enjoy your bartering, but I've never been any good at it.
Sure, I can do that.
Really? Great. I was dreading having to put in another request to the Overseer. Just bring by whatever you can find whenever you have the time.
That means I won't be bringing her anything. Because fertilizer
We keep
is
the vault safe.
bomb-making material. Right. I'll see if I can make one more visit to the Overseer, but this is basically the end for us. I'll have to return home to jump equipment and see what we can do with the syringe gun.
Excuse me, Overseer?
It's crazy to think we never knew that portion of the vault existed all this time.
Yep. Okay. There might be things to do here, but it seems like the game is sort of rationing things. Like the first time we came here, we couldn't do anything. So probably multiple visits.
Thank God Ashes is back. Aaron is crazy about that cat.
Multiple visits to unlock all the new missions and things to do. I can't keep the robot with me, that goes without saying.
Dr. Forsyth and Rachel have plenty of medical supplies to get you stocked up.
You should stop by and see Horatio while you're here. Can't imagine you come across many barbers in the Commonwealth.
The Overseer's demanding more training drills now. I guess we asked for it.
I heard about what you did for Austin, and yeah, thanks.
You're welcome. I don't think these guys have the training or equipment to really handle trouble on the outside. It's not my problem. Let's quick travel to the garage. Not sure I want to dump Curie there though. I think we're fairly close to our objective. But the big problem trying to be stealthy while having some kind of gigantic robot with you. It's you're not gonna be stealthy at that point. We'll have her basically drawing in all the trouble and we would be able to maybe shoot targets. But that's not the way I want to play. I don't want to cause trouble in the first place until I'm ready to do things. So gonna have to go our separate ways. Well, that's all we really needed to do.
It's remarkable the things you can do with only 2 hands.
Armor crafting is something we should probably learn. Where'd she go? Right. Short Syringer rifle. Only 3 modification slots. Improved hipfire accuracy, inferior range, and sighted accuracy. Superior range and sighted accuracy, better recoil, poor hipfire. I don't think this really is a hipfire weapon, though. .59 adhesive, yeah. Stock. Better aim with scopes. Or exceptional recoil. I think better aim with scopes probably more worthwhile. The rate of fire isn't exactly amazing anyway. Long barrel, marksman stock, and short night vision scope, medium night vision. I'm thinking of getting rid of one of our pistol weapons. Syringer isn't super a high weight weapon. So I don't know. However, we don't have quick slots for everything. Suppose I could take away the shock pattern. I mean, I'm not using it. Hold breath. Right. Realistically, what could we do? Chance to frenzy target for antifreeze, bourbon, dirty water, steel, hacks, non-violent for 30 seconds, Nuka-Cola, mudfruit, steel. Someone believes I'm invisible for 30 seconds. Target to flee. Damage resistance reduction. Chance on death for the target to spawn a blowfly. That is disgusting. For 30 points of damage over 10 seconds. Yeah, these are weird as shit. Suppose Berserker syringe. Bleed out ones are very. It seems like normal ammunition. The rate of fire is terrible on these. Blowfly larva. I'm very curious about this. It sounds disgusting. Damage resistance reduction. Pencils. Healing. Mind cloud. Target is non-violent. Let's say we encounter a Deathclaw and we don't want to encounter it. Well, it's a chance to make the target that way. Chance to hit to cause target to flee for 30 seconds. We have a few bleed out ones. Rat Scorpion Venom Syringe. But this isn't really a damage weapon in my opinion. It's more of a utility. Hollow cap mines. Baseball grenades. Can do one. I'll make a couple of Molotov cocktails. Right.
If I ever need repairs, you seem more than capable with your tinkerings.
Yeah, thanks. I think we'll leave things at that. A little bit of management at the end. We have extra weapons I could get rid of. I'm sort of running low on ammunition for our machine pistol. Maybe the shock baton. Where is she? I'm gonna need my clothes back.
Humanity has fallen so since the bombs.
Hey.
What do you want? Here's what I have on me.
Hey.
You need something, yes? What is it?
Relationship?
I wanted to make sure things were okay between you and me.
I find these traveling arrangements quite acceptable.
It's about time for you to go.
I look forward to resuming our journeys.
Stay at the truck stop. Yeah. Do I need to do anything else? Store the few extra clothing pieces. Sea captain's hat. Carrots and corn. Okay, I'm just adding a few, well, chemical ingredients here. Something else. Still don't know how the stealth boys really work. What I'm wondering is it something that has charge or is it one use item? I'm sort of thinking it's probably one use. Right.